You know, people say life slows down after 70. But I beg to differ. In fact, it speeds up in a different way, not with chaos or deadlines, but with clarity, with peace, with the kind of wisdom that only comes from walking through 7 decades of joy, pain, growth, and change. And suddenly, all the noise you used to believe in starts to sound, well, ridiculous. Today, I want to share with you 10 things that just don't make sense anymore for women like us, women over 70 who have lived long enough to know what truly matters. These aren't just opinions, my dear. They are gentle wake-up calls and hard-earned truths. Stick with me until the end, because the last one, well, that one might just change how you feel about yourself from this day forward. So grab a cup of tea. Wrap yourself in a cozy shawl if you must. And let's talk woman to woman, heart to heart. 1. Chasing youth like it's a prize to be won for decades, we were told that beauty had an expiration date. That once our skin stopped glowing, or our waistlines thickened, or our hair turned silver, we somehow became less. We were sold anti-aging creams by 20-year-olds, taught to suck in our bellies, dye our roots, and fight the signs of aging. But after 70, it just doesn't make sense anymore. Why spend our golden years pretending to be someone we used to be, when we could embrace who we actually are? Let me ask you, what's more beautiful wrinkle-free skin, or a smile earned from decades of laughter, heartbreak, and survival? True radiance isn't in the mirror. It's in your eyes when you look at your grandchild. It's in the way you carry yourself after all life's storms. You are not less because you're older. You are more because you are finally you. 2. Holding on to things you'll never use again. I used to have 3 sets of fine china for dinners I never hosted, boxes of yarn for projects I never started, shoes I hadn't worn since 1983, and books. Oh, books stacked like bricks of guilt, reminding me of promises I never kept. At some point, I realized this clutter wasn't just in my house. It was in my mind. And darling, when you reach this age, you start to crave space, breathing room, peace. Now, I only keep what serves me emotionally, physically, spiritually. Letting go of things doesn't mean letting go of memories. It means making room for what matters now. It means recognizing that the value of life is not in what you store.
This audio was created with Podcastle.ai.
The value of life is not in what you store, but in how freely you live. 3. Feeling guilty for prioritizing yourself. Women over 70 have spent a lifetime serving others, raising children, caring for spouses, tending to homes, volunteering at church, cooking, cleaning, listening, solving. And too often, we felt guilty when we dared to choose ourselves. Well, no more. If going to a movie alone makes you happy, do it. If skipping a holiday gathering brings you peace, skip it. If saying no keeps you sane, then no is your holy word now. You're not selfish. You're wise. You've earned the right to protect your energy and spend your time like it's sacred because it is. 4. Keeping up with trends that aren't meant for you, let's be honest. Some trends just aren't made for us. Skinny jeans that cut off circulation. Slang words we don't understand. Technology that changes faster than we can learn it. Trying to keep up used to feel like staying relevant. But now it just feels exhausting. There's a quiet confidence that comes with aging. The kind that doesn't need validation or permission. We don't need to fit in anymore. We've outgrown the need to impress. Style? We define it. Cool? We've lived it. Trends? Let them chase someone else. We're too busy being real. 5. Being the family peacemaker at all costs. I used to think it was my job to keep everyone together. To fix every fight. To keep the holidays civil and the group texts polite. But guess what? That pressure is heavy. And unnecessary. Grown children can work out their own disagreements. Siblings can handle their own boundaries. You do not have to mediate the world. It took me a while to realize that stepping back wasn't abandonment. It was liberation. You've carried others for long enough. You've soothed and sacrificed and smoothed over countless situations. Now, you get to be the calm in your own life, not the fire extinguisher in someone else's. 6. Believing you need to be busy to matter, we were raised on the myth of productivity. That being useful is being valuable. That if we're not doing something, we're failing. But here's a little secret I've discovered. Rest is radical. Joy is productive. Stillness is spiritual. You don't need a packed calendar to prove your worth. You don't need to host dinners, volunteer every week, or stay active just to earn your place. You already matter. Without the to-do list. Without the full schedule. You matter just by being here. So sit, breathe, nap in the sun, watch the birds. Listen to the wind. That is enough. 7. Apologizing for not being who you once were. Maybe you don't move as fast as you used to. Maybe you forget things more often. Maybe you're not as strong, or flexible, or sharp as before. And maybe you've been quietly apologizing for that. Stop. You are still you, just in a different chapter. You've evolved. You've softened. You've endured. Your body may be slower, but your soul is wiser. Your stories run deeper. Your presence has more gravity. You are not a faded version of your former self. You are a masterpiece, still unfolding. 8. Expecting everyone to understand you, here's a tough one. Not everyone will get you. Not your children, not your doctor, not your friends from church. Some will see your choices and shake their heads. Some will think you're too stubborn, too quiet, too bold.
This audio was created with Podcastle.ai.
Too quiet, too bold, too opinionated. Let them. At this point in life, peace comes from understanding yourself, not being understood by others. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Walk your path, even if you walk it alone. People's opinions won't outlive you, but your peace will. 9. Waiting for perfect moments to start living. You've waited long enough. You've delayed joy for the right time, the right money, the right health, the right weight, the right weather. But perfection is a moving target. And life is short even at 70. So go. Take the trip. Start the class. Wear the outfit. Call the friend. Forgive the hurt. You don't need permission. You don't need everything to be in place. You just need the courage to say, now is enough. 10. Believing the best is behind you, and now, the big one. We've been told that aging is a downhill slope, that the best years were our youth, that our days of meaning, passion, growth, and love are behind us. What a lie. The truth? The best is always available right now, because now you love deeper, with less fear. Now you laugh louder, without shame. Now you speak clearer, because you've learned what matters. You may not be starting a new career or raising a child, but you can still start something that lights you up. Write the book. Fall in love with someone, or with yourself. Take the class. Start the business. Make peace with your past. Make art. Make soup. Make noise. Don't just grow old. Grow wise. Grow wild. Grow wonderful. Ending call to action. So, my dear, if you've ever felt like you were fading, shrinking, or being left behind, let me remind you, you are not past your prime. You are in it. These years, this 7th decade and beyond, are not about disappearing. They are about becoming. You are not invisible. You are not irrelevant. You are not done. You are radiant. You are powerful. You are the matriarch of your story. The author, the anchor, the light. So, if this message spoke to you, share it. Share it with another woman who needs to remember her worth. Subscribe if you haven't already, because this space is for you. More stories. More truth. More love. Let's age out loud beautifully, boldly, and unapologetically.